Hey guys, Wendy here. My project today is to replace a garage exterior door frame. And what's happened is the wood has rotted over time. It needs to be replaced badly, and I don't have any excuses not to do it anymore. So here we go. So our house is about 25 years old, and over time this door frame has started to rot away. And last winter there were actually mice in the garage, and you can see where somebody before we bought the house had tried to repair it without, well, they didn't try to repair it, they put that there. So we're gonna have to replace all this wood, and the outside looks pretty bad as well. Look at this. Or look at that. That's like a clear path for chipmunks and mice. So we're gonna fix that. Was interesting. So they had screws going up attaching that trim piece on the siding to the frame all the way up, and the very top screw of course was a different type of screw, so, and one of them stripped as well going up. I'll tell you, whenever I do projects on the house, I always count on it taking more time than I think it will, just because this is an older home and you never know what you're going to get into when you take something apart. And on this side, I just checked, and there's only one screw going all the way up, so that should be much easier. So I finished removing the door frame, and I can see that this is actually flush here, so I may do something different to fill the gap. But I definitely have to make sure that there's no gap at the base here, and I may have to trim this up as well so that it's flush with the wood. Here's the old frame, and I'm going to replace it entirely. So I picked up this exterior Jamb set, and what I'm using is 81 by 36, and my door opening is 34.5 by 82.5. What's really nice about this set is the cuts are already made. So there's the bottom one at an angle, and the top cut is also made. I'm gonna break this apart and see what we have. Oh yeah, it's tapered. This is rubber, which is great. So I can screw the new piece right into that. The kit I bought for this opening it's way too narrow. So I'm gonna have to go back to the hardware store, get some other supplies. I did end up putting this PVC board against the side that had that huge gap, because the gap was just too big. I mean, there were mice coming in down through the bottom. So I just put this PVC board up here. If I have to, I can take off some near the top and save that for another project. But I put that up quickly, and I was trying to figure out if I could just salvage the original frame. But I was looking at it, and the rot goes so far up into the board that I think I'm going to go back to the hardware store. And look how far this goes up. It's just in really bad condition. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to spend a little more money and do this right.
So I had a dilemma. This is not wide enough for the door opening. This is like the 4 5/16, and I needed the 6 5/16. So I needed 2 more inches, but they make these extension kits. So I ended up ordering an extension kit from Lowe's, and they had some in stock. My husband was a dear. He went and picked it up this morning and brought it home, and I got into it and it was broken. This is not working very good. So I went back, returned it, and found one other one. The box had been open. It was marked down to $23, so I saved 50 bucks. And I was like, oh, good. And I had taken it out and I could see the wood was intact, nothing was broken. And I went to line them up, and they have the angle cuts already in them. The angle cuts are both going in the same direction, which is a problem because they need to be opposite for either side of the door. I'm just gonna fix it and use it because at this point it's November. I'm gonna make it work. So this one lines up perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these together. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone along here and then clamp them together with this bottom groove lined up because this is the important part. If I have to make it cut, I want to do it at the other end. So I'm going to start there. So rather than use the new header, I would have had to cut, just this little chunk out. I'm going to use the old header because it's in really good shape still, and I can replace the weather stripping with a new piece. And then it's one complete piece, and I know it's gonna fit perfect. So I'll get my multi-tool and cut that out. It's a little big, but it will work. Two down, one to the
frame is done. It's getting really dark out.